Carbonated water. A glass of sparkling water. Carbonated water or soda water is water containing dissolved carbon dioxide gas, either artificially injected under pressure or occurring due to natural geological processes. Carbonation causes small bubbles to form, giving the water an effervescent quality. Common forms include sparkling natural mineral water, club soda, and commercially produced sparkling water, also known as seltzer water in the U.S. External audio. Fizzy water. Distillations Podcast Episode 217. Science History Institute. Club soda, sparkling mineral water, seltzer, and many other sparkling waters contain added or dissolved minerals such as potassium bicarbonate, sodium bicarbonate, sodium citrate, or potassium sulfate. These occur naturally in some mineral waters but are also commonly added artificially to man-made waters to mimic a natural flavor profile. Various carbonated waters are sold in bottles and cans, with some also produced on demand by commercial carbonation systems in bars and restaurants, or made at home using a carbon dioxide cartridge. It is thought the first person to aerate water with carbon dioxide was William Brownrigg in 1740, although he never published a paper. 1. Carbonated water was independently accidentally invented by Joseph Priestley in 1767 when he discovered a method of infusing water with carbon dioxide after suspending a bowl of water above a beer vat at a brewery in Leeds, England. 2. He wrote of the peculiar satisfaction he found in drinking it, and in 1772 he published a paper entitled Impregnating Water with Fixed Air. 3. 4. Priestley's apparatus, which featured a bladder between the generator and the absorption tank to regulate the flow of carbon dioxide, was soon joined by a wide range of others. But it wasn't until 1781 that carbonated water began being produced on a large scale with the establishment of companies specialized in producing artificial mineral water. 2. The first factory was built by Thomas Henry of Manchester, England. 2. Henry replaced the bladder in Priestley's system with large bellows. 2. While Priestley is regarded as the father of the soft drink, he did not benefit financially from his invention. 2. He did, however, receive scientific recognition when the Council of the Royal Society were moved to reward its discoverer with the Copley Medal in 1772. 5. Contents. Composition, health effects, chemistry, history, etymology, popularity, products, home soda, siphons, gasogene, cod. Neck bottle soda makers, commercial uses, carbonated beverages, alcoholic beverages, cooking stain remover. See also references. External links. Composition. Natural and man-made carbonated waters may contain a small amount of sodium chloride, sodium citrate, sodium bicarbonate, potassium bicarbonate, potassium citrate, potassium sulfate, or disodium phosphate, depending on the product. These occur naturally in mineral waters but are added artificially to commercially produced waters to mimic a natural flavor profile. Artesian wells in such places as Mihakovo in the Bulgarian Rhodope Mountains, Mid-Sitlija in North Macedonia, and most notably in Selters in the German Taunus Mountains, produce naturally effervescent mineral waters. 6. Health effects. By itself, carbonated water appears to have little impact on health. 7. While carbonated water is somewhat acidic, this acidity can be partially neutralized by saliva. 8. A study found that sparkling mineral water is slightly more erosive to teeth than non-carbonated water but is about 100 times less erosive to teeth than our soft drinks. 9. 10. Carbonated water may increase irritable bowel syndrome, symptoms of bloating and gas due to the release of carbon dioxide in the digestive tract. 11. It does not appear to have an effect on gastroesophageal reflux disease. 12. There is tentative evidence that carbonated water may help with constipation among people who have had a stroke. 13. Carbonated water such as club soda or sparkling water is defined in US law as a food of minimal nutritional value, even if minerals, vitamins, or artificial sweeteners have been added to it. 14. Chemistry. Play media bonds between gaseous carbon dioxide and liquid water are more easily broken at high temperatures. Thus, sparkling water at lower temperatures, far right, hold more carbonation than at high, far left. 15. Carbon dioxide gas dissolved in water at a low concentration, 0.2 to 1.0%, creates carbonic acid, H2CO3. 16. According to the following reaction: H2O, L plus CO2, G, H2CO3, Ec. The acid gives carbonated water a slightly tart flavor. The pH level between 3 and 4.17 is approximately in between apple juice and orange juice in acidity, but much less acidic than the acid in the stomach. A normal, healthy human body maintains pH equilibrium via acid-base homeostasis and will not be materially adversely affected by consumption of plain carbonated water. 11. Alkaline salts, such as sodium bicarbonate, potassium bicarbonate, or potassium citrate, will increase pH. The amount of a gas that can be dissolved in water is described by Henry's law. In the carbonization process, water is chilled, optimally to just above freezing, to maximize the amount of carbon dioxide that can be dissolved in it. Higher gas pressure and lower temperature cause more gas to dissolve in the liquid. When the temperature is raised or the pressure is reduced, as happens when a container of carbonated water is opened, carbon dioxide effervesces, thereby escaping from the solution. History edit. Joseph Priestley pioneered a method of carbonation in the 18th century. Many alcoholic drinks, such as beer, wine and champagne, were naturally carbonated through the fermentation process for centuries. In 1662, Christopher Merritt was creating sparkling wine. 18. William Brownrigg was apparently the first to produce artificial carbonated water. In the early 1740s, by using carbon dioxide taken from mines. 19. In 1750, the Frenchman Gabriel François Vanel also produced artificial carbonated water, though he misunderstood the nature of the gas that caused the carbonation. 20. In 1764, Irish chemist Dr. McBride infused water with carbon dioxide as part of a series of experiments on fermentation and putrefaction. 21. 22. In 1766, Henry Cavendish devised an aerating apparatus that would inspire Joseph Priestley to carry out his own experiments with regards to carbonated waters. 23. Cavendish was also aware of Brownrigg's observations at this time and published a paper on his own experiments on a nearby source of mineral water at the beginning of January in the next year. 24. Equipment used by Priestley in his experiments on gases and the carbonation of water in 1767. Joseph Priestley discovered a method of infusing water with carbon dioxide when he suspended a bowl of water above a beer vat at a local brewery in Leeds, England. 25. 26. The air blanketing the fermenting beer, called fixed air, was known to kill mice suspended in it. Priestley found water thus treated had a pleasant taste, and he offered it to friends as a cool, refreshing drink. At that time, as even now, sodium bicarbonate was used in medicines and for making baking powder. Known as soda bicarb, it was produced by bubbling carbon dioxide through a solution of sodium carbonate obtained from the ashes of plants. In 1772, Priestley published a paper titled Impregnating Water with Fixed Air, in which he describes dripping oil of vitriol, sulfuric acid, onto chalk to produce carbon dioxide gas, and encouraging the gas to dissolve into an agitated bowl of water. 3. Priestley referred to his invention of soda water as being his happiest discovery. 27. Priestley's apparatus, which featured a bladder between the generator and the absorption tank to regulate the flow of carbon dioxide, was soon joined by a wide range of others. But it wasn't until 1781 that carbonated water began being produced on a large scale, with the establishment of companies specialized in producing artificial mineral water. 2. The first factory was built by Thomas Henry of Manchester, England. 2. Henry replaced the bladder in Priestley's system with large bellows. 2. J.J. Schwepp developed a process to manufacture bottled carbonated mineral water based on the discovery of Priestley, founding the Schweppes Company in Geneva in 1783. Schweppes regards Priestley as the father of our industry. 28. In 1792 he moved to London to develop the business there. In 1799 Augustine Thwaites founded Thwaites Soda Water in Dublin. A London Globe article claims that this company was the first to patent and sell soda water under that name. 29. The name soda water arose from the observation by Richard Bewley, an 18th century English chemist from Norfolk, that the addition of a little sodium carbonate to the water greatly facilitated the absorption of carbon dioxide. 30. Modern carbonated water is made by injecting pressurized carbon dioxide into water. The pressure increases the solubility and allows more carbon dioxide to dissolve than would be possible under standard atmospheric pressure. When the bottle is opened, the pressure is released, allowing gas to exit the solution, forming the characteristic bubbles.
Etymology.
Belfast Evening Post, Belfast, Ireland, August 7, 1786. In the United States, carbonated water was known as soda water until World War II, due to the sodium salts it contained. These were added as flavoring and acidity regulators with the intent of mimicking the taste of natural mineral water. During the Great Depression, it was sometimes called 2 cents plain, a reference to its being the cheapest drink at soda fountains, that is without the addition of 3 cents worth of flavored syrup. In the 1950s, terms such as sparkling water and seltzer water gained favor. The term seltzer water is a genericized trademark that derives from the German town Selters, which is renowned for its mineral springs. 31. Naturally carbonated water, seltzers, has been commercially bottled and shipped from this town since the 18th century or earlier. Generally, seltzer water has no added sodium salts, while club soda still retains some of the sodium salts that once were used. The term seltzer water is virtually unknown in Britain and most Commonwealth countries, although Australians of a certain age remember sells a saline powder in metal tins with lids which had to be opened for each use with the back of a spoon. Sold during the 1950s. 32. In the United Kingdom and Canada today, drink mixers sold as soda water or club soda contain bicarbonate of soda, which gives them a specific flavor and differentiates them from carbonated water. It is popularly used for mixed drinks such as whiskey and soda and Campari soda. Popularity edit. Learn more. This section does not cite any sources. Please help improve this section by adding citations to reliable sources. Unsourced material may be challenged and removed. November 2018. Learn how and when to remove this template message. Learn more. This section possibly contains original research. Please improve it by verifying the claims made and adding inline citations. Statements consisting only of original research should be removed. November 2018. Learn how and when to remove this template message. Whiskey and soda. The arrival of carbonated water onto the cocktail scene changed the way people drank. Instead of drinking liquor straight or neat, without a mixer, soda water and carbonated soft drinks helped dilute alcohol and made having a drink more socially acceptable. Whiskey and sodas can be seen in many British TV series and films from the 1960s and earlier, and the soda siphon is ubiquitous in many movies made before 1970. Only a small amount of soda water is added. A splash, and Scotch and a splash was a common bar order. Whiskey and soda was commonly drunk without ice in the UK. Social drinking changed with the counterculture movement of the 1970s and the arrival of new bottled and canned beverages in the 1980s. And soda water has declined in popularity. Soda siphons are still bought by the more traditional bar trade and are available at the bar in many upmarket establishments, but in the UK there are now only 2 wholesalers of soda water and traditional glass siphons, and an estimated market of around 120,000 siphons per year. 2009. Worldwide, preferences are for beverages in recyclable plastic containers. Home soda siphons and soda water are enjoying a renaissance in the 21st century as retro items become fashionable. Contemporary soda siphons are commonly made of aluminum, although glass and stainless steel siphons are available. The valve heads of today are made of plastic, with metal valves, and replaceable O-ring seals. Older siphons are in demand on online auction sites. Carbonated water, without the acidity regulating addition of soda, is currently seen as fashionable, although home production, see above, is mainly eschewed in favor of commercial products. Products edit. Learn more. This section does not cite any sources. Please help improve this section by adding citations to reliable sources. Unsourced material may be challenged and removed. November 2018. Learn how and when to remove this template message. Learn more. This section possibly contains original research. Please improve it by verifying the claims made and adding inline citations. Statements consisting only of original research should be removed. November 2018. Learn how and when to remove this template message. Home edit. Soda siphons edit.
A soda siphon circa 1922.
Main article. Soda siphon. The soda siphon, or seltzer bottle, a glass or metal pressure vessel with a release valve and spout for dispensing pressurized soda water, was a common sight in bars and in early to mid-20th century homes where it became a symbol of middle-class affluence. The gas pressure in a siphon drives soda water up through a tube inside the siphon when a valve lever at the top is depressed. Commercial soda siphons came pre-charged with water and gas, and were returned to the retailer for exchange when empty. A deposit scheme ensured they were not otherwise thrown away. Home soda siphons can carbonate flat water through the use of a small disposable steel bulb containing carbon dioxide. The bulb is pressed into the valve assembly at the top of the siphon, the gas injected, then the bulb withdrawn. Soda water made in this way tends not to be as carbonated as commercial soda water because water from the refrigerator is not chilled as much as possible, and the pressure of carbon dioxide is limited to that available from the cartridge rather than the high-pressure pumps in a commercial carbonation plant. Gasogene edit. Late Victorian seltzogene made by British siphon. The gasogene, or gasogene, or seltzogene, is a late Victorian device for producing carbonated water. It consists of two linked glass globes, the lower contained water or other drink to be made sparkling, the upper a mixture of tartaric acid and sodium bicarbonate that reacts to produce carbon dioxide. The produced gas pushes the liquid in the lower container up a tube and out of the device. The globes are surrounded by a wicker or wire protective mesh, as they have a tendency to explode. 33. Cognac bottles edit. The cognac bottle's special shape is designed to contain a marble which seals in the carbonation. In 1872, British soft drink maker Hiram Codd of Camberwell, London, designed and patented the cognac bottle, designed specifically for carbonated drinks. The cognac bottle encloses a marble and a rubber washer gasket in the neck. The bottles were filled upside down, and pressure of the gas in the bottle forced the marble against the washer, sealing in the carbonation. The bottle was pinched into a special shape to provide a chamber into which the marble was pushed to open the bottle. This prevented the marble from blocking the neck as the drink was poured. Soon after its introduction, the bottle became extremely popular with the soft drink and brewing industries mainly in Europe, Asia and Australasia, though some alcohol drinkers disdained the use of the bottle. One etymology of the term codswallop originates from beer sold in cod bottles, though this is generally dismissed as a folk etymology. 34. The bottles were regularly produced for many decades, but gradually declined in usage. Since children smash the bottles to retrieve the marbles, they are relatively rare and have become collector items, particularly in the UK. They could be found at retail shops and restaurants in many parts of the world until recently, when, due to the risk of explosion and injuries from fragmented glass pieces, use of this type of bottle is no longer encouraged in most countries. The cognac design is still used for the Japanese soft drink Ramoon and in the Indian drink called Banta. Soda makers edit. A typical all-in-one soda maker for home use found in supermarkets. A refillable carbon dioxide canister and a high-pressure bottle are often included. Soda makers or soda carbonators are appliances that carbonate water with multiple-use carbon dioxide canisters. Soda makers may reach a higher level of carbonation than home soda siphons. Citation needed. A variety of systems are produced by manufacturers and hobbyists. 35, 36. The commercial units may be sold with concentrated syrup for making flavored soft drinks. One major producer of soda carbonators is SodaStream. Their products were popular during the 1970s and 1980s in the United Kingdom, and are associated with nostalgia for that period and have experienced a comeback in the 2000s. 37, 38. Commercial edit. A modern bar soda gun. The process of dissolving carbon dioxide in water is called carbonation. Commercial soda water in siphons is made by chilling filtered plain water to 8 degrees Celsius, 46 degrees Fahrenheit, or below, optionally adding a sodium or potassium-based alkaline compound such as sodium bicarbonate to reduce acidity, and then pressurizing the water with carbon dioxide. The gas dissolves in the water, and a top-off fill of carbon dioxide is added to pressurize the siphon to approximately 120 pounds per square inch, 830 kPa, some 30 to 40 psi, 210-280 kPa, higher than is present in fermenting champagne bottles. In many modern restaurants and drinking establishments, Soda water is manufactured on site using devices known as carbonators. Carbonators use mechanical pumps to pump water into a pressurized chamber where it is combined with CO2 from pressurized tanks at approximately 100 psi, 690 kPa. The pressurized, carbonated water then flows to taps or to mixing heads where it is then mixed with flavorings as it is dispensed. Uses edit. Carbonated beverages edit. Main article. Soft drink section. Health concerns. Plain carbonated water is often consumed as an alternative to soft drinks. However, a soft drink is a beverage that typically contains carbonated water, a sweetener and a flavoring. Flavored carbonated water is also commercially available like cola. Carbonated water is often consumed mixed with fruit juice. It differs from sodas in that it contains flavors, usually sour fruit flavors such as lemon, lime, cherry, orange, or raspberry, and usually a sweetener. Many people cut up fresh fruit and put in their carbonated water. Alcoholic beverages edit. Carbonated water is a diluent mixed with alcoholic beverages where it is used to top off the drink and provide a degree of fizz. Adding soda water to short drinks such as spirits dilutes them and makes them long, not to be confused with long drinks such as those made with vermouth. Carbonated water also works well in short drinks made with whiskey, brandy, and Campari. Soda water may be used to dilute drinks based on cordials such as orange squash. Soda water is a necessary ingredient in many cocktails, such as whiskey and soda or Campari and soda. Cooking edit. Carbonated water is increasingly popular in cooking to provide a lighter texture to doughs and batters as compared to regular water. Kevin Ryan, a food scientist at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, says the effervescent bubbles when mixed with dough provide a light texture, as in tempura. Pockets of carbon dioxide gas are introduced into the dough and further expand when cooking. 39. Stain remover edit. The popular belief that carbonated water is a good remover of clothing stains, particularly those of red wine, is based on hearsay and anecdotal evidence. The dissolved gas in water acts as a temporary surfactant. There is no underlying chemical reason why carbonated water would be superior to plain water in stain removal.